Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and I'm reading Inhumans vs. X-Men, issue number 5. This is the penultimate issue. There's only one more issue to go after this. Like the culmination, we're here. Guys, I want to start off by stating that Cyclops lived up to his promise. He said that when he sees Emma, he's going to expose her, and he's going to give her an optic blast. Well, he was in the process of exposing her. The problem is that he kind of got stopped because she's got mental powers, but he totally blasted her. Put her right through the Blackbird. It was beautiful, a thing of absolute beauty. I tell you what, it's a good thing she's been practicing turning into that diamond form quick. So, unfortunately, we only get in here Karnak versus Fantomex, and I honestly want to see it in its own issue because that could have been a much cooler battle, but it was still pretty interesting. He, of course, went after Eva, which, I mean, how could you expect him not to? Just a big bundle of nerve clusters. Hello. Colossus versus Gorgon went about the way I expected to go. I mean, for real. Look, Gorgon is powerful. He could take on the Thing, but going after Colossus today, right now, no. No, I really didn't expect him to win. I'm surprised he lasted as long as he did, to be honest. Plus, he didn't use his feet as much as he should. I mean, that's his thing. Anyway, guys, so what basically happens here is that the mutants are finally talking, like the younger mutants are talking to the younger Inhumans, and they're finally getting a little bit of communication off. And let's be realistic, isn't that the way that it works today? The old people don't want to talk, they want to fight. And they usually want to send the young kids in to fight. And the young guys did this right. They're saying, even though you attacked us and you didn't tell us that the Terrigen Mist is going into the actual atmosphere and that we're all going to wind up, well, the Inhumans will be fine, but you guys will all be dead, you didn't tell us any of that. You instead just attacked us first, which was dumb. But you know what? Whatever. You still don't deserve to die because of it. So they're going to go out and they're going to try and stop it. And I love that Lunella Lafayette was there. That's Moon Girl. Absolutely love it. The facial expressions that Forge makes when he finds out that he's not as smart as he thinks he is just, it's great. Now, Forge is a smart guy. He's very educated. He's very learned. But when push comes to shove, his mutant power is to invent things, hyper-invention. And sometimes he invents things and doesn't even realize that he did it. He doesn't always understand his own inventions when he makes them sometimes. It's his ability to make something quick and not necessarily understand it. It just happens to work. And sometimes not even for that long. Regardless, Lunella is the absolute smartest person on the face of the planet, so she obviously is going to be able to figure this out, and she was able to condense it and make it into a smaller version. As he's getting all condescending and sarcastic with her, she just redraws the design, and he's just like, what? And it's great. So they've actually got a portable one now, so they can go towards the cloud instead of trying to predict where the cloud is going to go. So that's great. And they got to go and try and build it now. And that's pretty much the story. When push comes to shove, they were able to recapture Black Bolt, but his voice box was torn up. There was a great little standoff there between Havoc and everybody else, and you can see that he's affected by the Mpox, and he's not actually willing to be a bad guy. He is still one of the heroes, and I get that these are desperate times for the X-Men, but my X-Men are heroes, and they're not people who do preemptive attacks like this. I know it's the way that they were written, but that's the way they were written. I mean, that's what happens when you let two former villains lead you, and I'm talking about Magneto and Emma Frost. And that's generally my feelings on this, and my feelings on the comic in general. I'm going to give this a B+. I loved the comic. It was great fun reading it. Most of the Inhumans are back together again. They're almost going to get whole, and then there's going to be another pushback, I'm sure, against the mutants, and we're going to see what happens from there. In the meantime, we're left with Magneto about to drop the Blackbird on top of everybody's heads, and he's about to take out mutants too, it looks like. So, like I said, when you leave villains in charge. Anyway, guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.